are coming closer. Coming closer. Because the more you think you see, the easier it will be to fool you. Because what is seeing after all? You're looking. What you're really doing is filtering, interpreting, searching for meaning. My job is to take that most precious gift you give to me, your attention, and use it against you. Are you watching closely? Every magic trick has 3 parts. The first part is called the pledge. Your magician shows you something ordinary, a deck of cards, a bird, or even a man. He shows you this object. Perhaps he asks you even to expect it, to see that it is real, ordinary, normal. But of course it probably isn't. The second act is called the turn. The magician takes that ordinary something and makes it do something absolutely extraordinary. And you're looking for the secret, but you can't find it. Because of course, you're not really looking. You don't really want to know. You want to be fooled, but you wouldn't grab yet. Because making something disappear isn't enough. You have to bring it back. And that's why every magic trick has a third act. The part that we call the prestige. Did you see it? Let's try again. Are you watching closely? Coming close. Closer. The more you think you see, the easier it is for me to pull you. Because the more you think you see, the easier it will be to fool you. We were hit with the virus. It was met with silence and spread unchecked. Denials for days, weeks, then months that led to more deaths, more infections, more stress, and more loneliness. The U.S. intelligence community had coalesced around only 2 likely scenarios, but had not reached a definitive conclusion on that question. While 2 elements in IC had leaned toward the former scenario, one leaned more toward the latter, each with low or moderate confidence. The majority of elements did not believe that there was sufficient information at that time to assess one to be more likely than the other. However, the most trusted voice in separating fact from fiction, together with many highly qualified vaccinologists and virologists, including a recent paper by 21 internationally renowned virologists and evolutionary biologists from all over the world, had agreed that the most likely explanation is a natural evolution from an animal reservoir to a human. Did you see it? Let's try again. Are you watching closely? Coming close. Closer. The more you think you see, the easier it is to fool you. And because the more you think you see, the easier it will be to be fooled. The White House had revamped its COVID-19 information website, unveiling a sleek new landing page, tantalizing to the eye and dedicated to the true origins of the pandemic. The current public posture of the new administration claims publicly that the virus possesses a biological characteristic that is not found in nature, the product of a lab that had resulted in a leak of a virus that swept around the world and killed more people than Adolf Hitler in half the time. Where is that map? No one knows. Is it still in operation? No one knows. But meanwhile, even though members of the GOP have strongly pushed from the lab leak theory, there is yet to be a broad consensus on where the virus had originated. As Moon Keat Liu, features editor for the BMJ Medical Journal, wrote last year, the trail for definitive scientific evidence is cold. While pundits claim this is largely due to the Chinese government refusing to share data and cooperate with international investigations. But did you see it? Let's try again. Are you watching closely? Come in close. Closer. Remember, the more you think you see, the easier it is to be fooled. Because the more you think you see, the easier it will be to fool you. Here are the rules. When the party claiming the protection of the statute of limitations, a key element here, has employed affirmative acts to fraudulently conceal either the existence of a claim or the facts forming the basis of the cause of action, such conduct will toll the running of the statute, blocking you from relief in court. This generally requires something of an affirmative nature designed to prevent discovery of a cause of action. Mere concealment of the identity of liable parties, unlike the concealment of the existence of the claim, is insufficient to toll the statute of limitations. And without even an allegation of misrepresentation intended to conceal the existence of a possible cause of action, there can be no finding of fraudulent concealment. Most importantly, the case law makes clear that a claim of fraudulent concealment is available only to a plaintiff who has exercised his due diligence in the pursuit of his goals. And even though the United States may win its point whenever justice is done to its citizens and courts, in criminal law, considerations relevant to due diligence inquiry include the timeliness of the search, the importance of the proffered testimony, and whether leads of the witness's possible location were competently explored, and not just the validity of a subpoena for his appearance. A person cannot claim ignorance when facts call for investigation, because in such a case the person has a duty of inquiry. Moreover, a finding is clearly erroneous when, although there is evidence to support it, the reviewing court on the entire evidence is left with a definite and firm conviction that a mistake has been made beyond a reasonable doubt. In criminal court, when opposing parties tell two stories, one of which is blatantly contradicted by the record, so that no reasonable jury could believe it, a court should not adopt that version of the facts, at least for purposes of ruling on a motion for summary judgment. And the matter generally ends there. Whether or not a fact is material depends on the relevant substantive law, and only disputes over facts that might affect the outcome of the suit under the governing law will properly preclude the entry of summary judgment, while factual disputes that are irrelevant or unnecessary will not be counted. The moving party bears the initial burden of demonstrating the absence of a genuine issue of material fact. And if your statute of limitations has told, that ends the inquiry. You see it? Let's try it again. Are you watching closely? Come in close. closer. The more you think you see, the easier it will be to fool you. Because the more you think you see, the easier it will be to fool you. According to the Department of Justice, David M. Morens, age 78, of Chester, Maryland, and a former NIAID employee who had served as a senior advisor in the office of the director with Dr. Anthony Fauci from 2006 through 2022, is now facing indictment for his role in a scheme to evade Freedom of Information Act or FOIA requests in connection with COVID-19 research grants. Dual use research of concern, or DURC, is scientific research with significant potential for generating information that could be used to harm national security, the public health, or the environment. For instance, with a bit of misdirection and sleight of hand, a scientist could engage in research on a particular pathogen, a bacterial spore, or even a virus, preventing the public, and perhaps even his sponsors, from knowing that he is actually conducting research that will not benefit all of humanity, but rather engaged in research for a very concerning and malevolent purpose. Did you see it? Let's try it again. Are you watching closely? Coming close. Closer. The more you think you see, the easier it will be to fool you. According to the indictment, Morens sent and received emails on his private account in order to thwart FOIA requesters seeking information about so-called gain-of-function research, which can make pathogens deadlier or more transmissible in order to study them. In fact, the U.S. Centers for Disease Control and Prevention, CDC, as part of the Federal Select Agent Program, and under the purview of 42 CFR Section 73.3, has the ability to regulate chimeric viruses that contain portions of pathogens that are part of the Select Agents and Toxins list. In fact, while never covered in any news reports, very quietly occurring in the shadows of regulatory proceedings, prompted by a request from an anonymous but concerned citizen, and prompting 60 days of public comment, in late 2021, the CDC had proposed, according to Elizabeth W. Wells and Michael T. Parker, professors of biology at Georgetown University, a regulatory first, the addition of a chimeric virus to the Select Agents and Toxins list. What is a chimeric virus, you might reasonably ask? Did you see it? Let's try it again. Are you watching closely? Coming closer. Closer. The more you think you see, the easier it will be to fool you. For scientists, the working definition of the term chimera is a new hybrid organism, microorganism created by joining nucleic acid fragments from two or more different microorganisms, in which each of at least two of the fragments contain essential genes necessary for replication, creating a new organism that had never before existed in nature. And this is an issue, again, not attracting much attention in the press, but that had been the topic of several Supreme Court decisions since 1980, with no demonstrators chanting or making speeches outside and evading public view and scrutiny. Did you see it? Let's try again. And unfortunately, he didn't make it. And so now, the war is over. I got out of Hotel Saigon. I made my way to your house. And now, son, I'm giving that war watch to you. We did all we could do. He just didn't make it. This message was approved by Major Mike Webb. Honest. Honest.